You are all of you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Puny god.
I did put Bitcoin Cash in the place of Loki in that scene, but he could have easily been replaced by all altcoins, B2X, Bitcoin Gold. It's easy to pick on Bitcoin Cash right now, though. Such a bully, Crypto Daily. Big news of today is not positive. Is Russia banning cryptocurrencies? Maybe one day. So it says Russia will block Bitcoin exchange websites. Says central bank official. So the central bank is saying that they're going to prevent access to the exchanges. The reasons for it is we cannot stand apart, okay? We cannot give direct and easy access to such dubious instruments for retail investors. Dubious. Is that the reasoning? Is that the reason that the central bank is doing it? To prevent people from losing money? Oh, that's nice. We think that for our citizens, for businesses, the usage of such cryptocurrencies as an investment object carries unreasonably high risks. Is there nothing else you can buy in Russia that's risky? Can you not buy stocks and shares? Like, how dumb do you think we are, really? Honestly, that makes... Just calm down. I'm not sure what more I could say on the subject. It feels like a violation of human rights, but there you go. If they're saying cryptocurrencies are dubious, they are lying. They are incredibly useful as a method of transferring value, etc. They help bank the unbanked and unbank the banked. That might not sound like it makes sense. It does, I assure you. CoinDesk is also covering it, and they have this concerned face. They have an actual, much more reasonable comment that isn't just smack in the face stupid. We consider all cryptocurrency derivatives to be negative development on the Russian market and do not consider it possible to support it. Yes, the banks cannot support it. It's designed to kind of circumvent their authority and power because you don't need them anymore. I don't mean to minimize this. This is pretty bad. It makes you wonder what other governments are going to do it, what other nations are going to create the same stance. What this will ultimately lead to, however, is the development of more decentralized exchanges, more polished versions of them, more user-friendly. That's the future. You can't take Bitcoin down. You can't ban Bitcoin. You'd have to take down the internet. Good luck with that. It just makes taxes more difficult. So it was the government's decision to sell however many Bitcoins they got from the Silk Road closure. 144,000. Was that the worst financial mistake in all of history? I'm sure there are incredible examples of other terrible mistakes. This one, however, you have to give it to them kind of, it's not really the government's place to seize assets and then speculate on future selling. I know that a lot of American citizens lost out on some extra tax money going to the taxpayer ideally, but it was kind of dodgy enough that they sold them. So should you sell everything for Bitcoin? This man sold everything he had, house, car, and his children's toys. I think you're going too far right there, mate. Now he lives on a campsite waiting for the ultimate crypto boom. And this reminds me of a post back in 2012 where someone was saying, should I put my children's college tuition into Bitcoin? And he got flamed to the ground for it. And yeah, I guess, you shouldn't really go to a casino and gamble your kid's future. Emotions aside, it would have been a fantastic financial decision. They would have been rich right now. So it's a very strange world we live in. We can't say either way, right? Just be fluid. A lot of interesting things happening right now in the markets. Bitcoin seems to be hitting the ceiling at 4,800 at least for the last few hours. It could again be over that by the time you watch this though. It is growing ridiculously fast. Some people might point to the fact that Ethereum's remained stagnant at $300 and it's not looking pretty good. One thing to keep in mind though is that because of the block rewards or because of the inflation, the circulating supply for Ethereum in the same amount of time as Bitcoin has gone up 11% as versus Bitcoin's 3.8. That was a time period of around 12 months. So it's not actually too bad if it maintains this price considering. But people are of course hoping for a boom after the Metropolis because it has more transactions, it has privacy. It makes sense, right? If Ethereum's already at this value and it's about to get a whole lot better, you would imagine the price of it's going to get a whole lot better. It just begs the question, is it already very high? That's up to you to decide. Well, no, not really. It's up to the market, but you can make your own decision. Bitcoin Cash is down today. Litecoin is at $50. People were asking, is it a good idea to move into Litecoin in preparation for the fork with the uncertainty with Bitcoin? Not a financial advisor, but no. No, it would not. I think already Litecoin's proved that it's not immune to the uncertainty that Bitcoin might have. It's not been a safe place to hide. It very rarely has been. And while Bitcoin's taking off, Litecoin is still at 50. I like Litecoin. I'm not trying to hate on it. I really like it. If you needed fast confirmation times and cheaper fees, I would use Litecoin. Why would I use Bitcoin Cash when there's Litecoin? I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I'm going to get flamed for that. Some people believe Bitcoin Cash is a true Bitcoin. It's got all the signatures. It's got the Genesis block. That's fine though. Just understand that there's always arguments for any type of Bitcoin. So you can't really pick a side and win. Moving on. Do you know what? There's not been a ton of growth in the last 24 hours for some coins. There has been quite a lot of fallings. Centra took a beating. So did Bytum. Big time. Populous, Ardor are up. Bitcoins is up. This is an interesting one. I was wondering what news drove that growth. Apparently, popular YouTuber did. Big YouTuber is behind this coin currently. And this kind of makes me ask the question, do you guys think it's a good idea to follow a YouTuber's advice about buying a certain coin? I'm not trying to say it is or it isn't. I just want to get a debate started. Like, here's my thoughts. Let's say someone does have a big social media following on YouTube, for example, tells you to buy a coin. Do you guys think, as long as the coin's good, of course, do you guys think that if he was to do that and you were to follow the advice and it would cause a pump, that it's going to remain at the top? Or are some of you going to buy in at the all-time high and get burned when it comes down? Because that's my worry. I worry that people might lose money. I mean, people who are early would, but I don't want anyone to lose money. So yeah, I'd be interested in you guys' thoughts on it. Like, let's take Particle, for example. This is a not very talked about, low volume, low circulating supply, privacy, proof of stake, nice wallet, hitting all the buzzwords. Does that mean pump, pump, pump time? No, I don't think so. Not right now, not before a fork, absolutely not. Well, District 0x is also something that could prove to be very popular and is a good project. It's at one of its lowest points it's ever been. Doesn't have a low circulating supply, but not telling you to buy these coins. I think it's risky before a fork, especially. And about that, we're no doubt going to see some amazing deals before the fork. But I'm aware that I'm a very, how should I put this? I'm an average guy. And if I have thoughts, then they're average thoughts. They're shared by others. If I'm thinking there's going to be some great deals, no doubt some other people are. So do I need to adapt to their thinking right now? The beauty of nature. Go on then, show me some beauty. Nope, back of that guy's head's not beauty. There are some trees in here, like over there, I'm pretty sure, so still, Crypto Daily video. So as far as crypto is concerned, is Japan the new China? Yeah, it's pretty much been confirmed. Japanese renewable energy provider offers low flat rate electricity for crypto miners. They're moving into it in a big way, pretty much as big as you can imagine. There are energy companies offering deals and getting paid or accepting payment for their services in Bitcoin. Last month, the announcement came from a big company called GMO Internet. They're investing 10 billion yen to build a mining farm in Scandinavia. And another company called DMM Group announced also 10 billion yen to capital investment into mining. They also have plans to create very efficient miners, potentially not ASIC boost ones. That's patented as far as I'm aware, but they still want to create even more efficient than those ones because of they're using a smaller die size. It gets more efficiency, 10 nanometer, 7 nanometer. Anyway, they potentially one day can build better miners than Bitmain can. That would be a big deal. And you see what I mean? This guy is saying the same thing. Huge run up in Bitcoin price in advance of the gold fork, although that might have already happened. Why not sell Bitcoin now and pick up cheap alts, knowing people post fork will sell Bitcoin for alts? Because yeah, that's the idea, right? That up until the fork, people will be going into Bitcoin to get as much new coin as they can. Then afterwards, they start moving it out into the altcoins. But then if everyone has that mindset, they're also thinking then the best and cheapest altcoins are going to be before the fork. And so they start buying before the fork. So, well, here's some positive news before the fork. Vibe is getting added to HitBTC today, I think in a few hours. HitBTC being apparently one of the top 5 exchanges in the world. At least this statement was made by Walton, who are also getting added onto it tomorrow. So my flight is tomorrow, heading out to New York to begin with, LA, maybe Vegas. I might struggle to upload a video for like the next day or two, but don't worry. I'm gonna vlog the whole thing and still somehow keep on top of crypto news.